Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Shaymin vlog. I of course am Grandmaster Shaymin, and today we are going to continue with our 10th installment of the Shaymin vlog. And today of course day 90 on HRT, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Later today I'm going to get my pills refilled, which means that it's been, it's 2 days short of 3 months. Which is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. And well, it's been an interesting week. Obviously, I've tried a little bit to come back and start doing some videos here on YouTube. I know the setup isn't really the most exciting thing in the world. My eyeballs are like darkened no matter what I do, because I don't have any sort of like light to just shine in my face. My computer screen's at max brightness. I don't really know what else to do. Got the window open, man. I don't know. I'm trying to make it so that my eyeballs are not dark. But anyway, so obviously I've kind of returned to YouTube a little bit, but Monday, college starts right back up again. I'm having a little bit of trouble with that, but we'll get into that in a minute. But assuming everything goes swimmingly, school will start up again on Monday, and then I have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday where I go to classes, and then Tuesday, Thursday, I'm going to be trying to find an actual job that I can get paid for, because obviously this is not one of those. I'm not. The problem, I guess, is that not a lot of the things that I put on here are actually being watched aside from these. And these, I mean, I don't know how. Like, for example, I had 10 views between last week and right now on my previous vlog, the 9th one. And out of those 10 views, there were 53 minutes watched, which means an average of 5.3 minutes per view, which leads me to believe that people will skip through parts of it, which is totally fine. It's just I don't know how much. The main issue is that I'm trying really hard to put out content that people want to watch, even if it's skipping through parts of it. Like I do that sometimes with Nuzlocke videos and stuff. If they're just training or something, then I could skip through like 3, 4, 5 minutes. But like, I want to be able to post content that people want to watch. And I have been, and I will continue to ask that you put in the comment section down below something that you want to see out of this channel. Something that I don't do. Or even constructive criticism on what would make my episodes better. Any of that would work. I would gladly take that. But as for the situation here, for me, kind of don't technically have a job, because I wasn't getting like any hours. Still not getting like any hours. Won't be getting any hours probably. So there's honestly no reason for me to go back to the job that I had, and thus I'm trying to find a new job as quickly as possible, which is not going very well. I've had 2 interviews, and that's it. So the biggest issue in that regard is, of course, HRT and school. Those 2 things I can't pay for because I don't have a job or money or any of that stuff. So it creates a little bit of an issue. The goal, of course, is to be able to pay for those things by myself eventually. Right now, that's probably not going to happen, unfortunately. But I am interested to see, if I can get help in that regard to push forward and kind of go in the right direction a little bit. That's the hope. Hope is to get through college somehow, some way. No, though, let me tell you something ridiculous. How about college book prices? I'm pretty sure everybody knows that already. It's not like I'm the only one who has this issue, but one of the biggest issues about it was that I'm taking French because I have to take a foreign language, and the French textbook is $300. $300. That's more than all my other textbooks combined. Not by a whole lot, but it's more than all those textbooks combined. So that's absolutely insane, in my opinion. But school will start next week, which means that Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday I'll have off. But Saturday and Sunday I don't usually do stuff because I'm hanging out with friends. But I'll continue to try and post things on this channel and make sure that it's, still active and whatnot. There's always that chance that I do what I basically tried to do but then had some issues with back at the very, very end of June, where I recorded a whole ton of Heart Gold Nuzlocke videos back to back to back, and I just finally uploaded the 21st and final pre-recorded episode. But there's always the possibility that I'm debating on doing the same thing, kind of recording a lot of these episodes in advance. But I don't know, because I'm going to try to make the episodes longer now. They don't have to be these tiny, short, 15-minute boring things. It could be like an hour if I want to, which we'll see about. There's always that's something that I'm definitely looking at as a possibility. And then, of course, NBA 2K16, Madden 16 are two things that I consistently upload. Probably going to do more Sword Art Online Lost Song. I do want to get through that game and beat it. It's going to take a while, obviously. I'm super underleveled in that game. The problem is that it might be a little while, because if I play that game, it most likely will just be training in that cave that I ended at last episode. And trying to get my characters up to like 300 and like 300 or so, because we're facing monsters that are, in the 250 to 280 range, and we're sitting at, 220. Definitely need to do some grinding in that regard and get some levels, which is something that I'm probably going to try and do before I actually move on in story progression. The problem is I don't really know what else to do. Not a lot of people, I haven't checked because that was so long ago, but not a lot of people were interested in the Fighting Climax game or the other fighting game that I had on my PlayStation with Saber in it. But yeah, they kind of put the damper in terms of video games, because, well, I have a GameCube emulator and I could totally do some GameCube playthroughs. It's totally that's something that would be pretty cool. Like, I could do some Mario Party or Mario Kart Double Dash or Luigi's Mansion or Super Mario Sunshine or something along those lines. But I want to know if that's something that people are going to want to watch. Like, I don't want people to sit there and look through my channel and find nothing that they want to watch, because that's something that personally I really, really want is people to come to my channel and have something there, whether it be, whether it be WWE reviews, which I'm probably gonna start again. I'm still kind of debating it. I mean, I do kind of want to play the wrestling game again, or at least do what I did last time, where I didn't actually play, but I commentated and discussed things while the match was going on, and then depending on which CPU won the match, story progression goes one way or another. The only problem with that is that I still can't really download it and edit the video. So that creates an issue because I definitely if I wanted to make it more, intense, I had to download it, cut some parts out, like I did with that one. That happened once. I was able to download one of those discontinued episodes where I was able to download the whole thing and then upload it in parts and pieces, which was kind of lame as shit, but what can you do? Yeah, it's just a little disappointing that I don't have a lot of stuff that I could possibly do. Again, though, I think that some people would enjoy some anime reviews. That's something I definitely want to do in the future. The only problem is I haven't got a single person tell me what anime they want me to review. And here's something that I'm going to tell you right now. If you post in the comment section a show that has more than 100 episodes, I'm not going to review it. There are some exceptions. Obviously, I've watched every episode of Pokemon through the current season. I think, through the previous season. I've watched probably about 11 or 12 episodes into X, Y, and Z. I could probably catch up on that really easily, though, and then do a review on the entirety or certain aspects of Pokemon. But if I did the entirety, I'd have to go piece by piece, which would mean it would be a really, really long review. But, I mean, that's totally up to you guys. And, of course, each of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series I've watched up to the current episode of Arc V, episode 119, currently. As I do that every week, I watch that episode that comes out, because I'm going to tell you this, Yu-Gi-Oh's arcs, the plot, all that shit is really entertaining. I'll give you that. Another thing that I possibly want to do outside of anime reviews is I want to do some fake Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck building things. Online you always see these guys take their championship winning decks and throw them out and be like, yeah, see, I used all of these cards. Well, I want to do a parody of that. I want to be like, let's make a Galaxy deck, but we're not going to use any of these trash cards like Galaxy Wizard, and we're not going to use Photon Crusher or Photon Thrasher. No, you got to use better cards than that. Like fucking Fiber Jar, because Fiber Jar is awesome. You know what I mean? I want to create a fake deck profiling series where I take these decks and I just tear them apart and make them super stupid. Or here's another thing though. You would have to be a Yu-Gi-Oh fan to kind of understand the shit that I'm talking about, because if I'm trying to make a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon deck, which is the best card in the entire game, sorry guys, it's the greatest card ever created in anything. It's just gorgeous. What I could do is I could make a parody of it and just show you guys a fake deck profile that's completely banned as shit, that has no limit to what cards they can put in the deck, that has no side deck limit, None of that shit. And just do that. Because, in my opinion, I feel like that would be entertaining to watch. But you guys have to let me know, because in the comment section, you guys have the opportunity. You can tell me to do anything that you want, and I will, as long as it's reasonable, try to do it. I will try to compensate for everybody on this channel and what they want to see. Because that's something that I want. I want to be entertaining. I want to help people find some entertainment. What I want is someone to come back from a day of work or a day of school or what have you. Be like, I'm bored. I need to relax for a minute and turn on, my Randomizer Nuzlocke series, my WWE reviews, my anime reviews, something, my NBA 2K16 GM mode, my Madden franchise mode, any of that stuff. But if you guys don't want to see those, I need to know what you guys want to see to try and do my best to put it on the channel. And of course, if it doesn't work out, if you guys are just like, well, I wanted to see this, but you're not very good at it, you just let me know, and I'll be like, well, shit. If I enjoy it, though, I'm probably still going to do it. I mean, who knows? But I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how that's going to go. I definitely want to do some of that stuff, which will create some issues because I want to do a wide variety of things on this channel. So I can't really play video games every single time or what have you. I want to be able to do every other time have certain things. Like today or tomorrow I could do weekly WWE reviews where I go through if there was a pay-per-view, Monday Night Raw and Tuesday SmackDown live. Yeah, that's it now. And talk about each of those shows. Something that I definitely want to try and do at some point. I'm not really sure if it's going to start. It might start next week. I don't really know. But we'll see how that goes. Something that's definitely interesting in that regard is, of course, WWE 2K17 coming out, and with some of the screenshots and the backstage brawls and whatnot, definitely looks like a really cool game. One that I definitely would want if I could, if for some reason I'm able to afford it come the fall. It's kind of the same thing with Madden 17 at this point. As much as I would want the game and want to be able to play it, it's just not going to happen until I can find a job and whatnot. Yeah, so at this point, that's kind of my thoughts. I could probably do some GameCube games, fake Yu-Gi-Oh! Profiles, what have you. What was I debating? Shit. I saw something and then I was like, well, there's that too, but I don't know. Something that is also a possibility is once this Heart Gold Randomizer Nuzlocke is done, I'm kind of debating just for the next one, in order to make up for the fact that I've just taken so much time to get this one played through. I very well, for my next one, might sit down and might play a large section of the game, like several hours, put it onto the iMovie thing, and then upload it all at once. So in a sense, I would basically play. What would happen is when I upload it, it's the entire playthrough, beginning to end. Which is also pretty interesting because you don't really know. If it's going to end or what have you. I think that's going to be something that's that would be cool to do, and it would definitely it's a hope to try to make up for the fact that this series has taken a really long ass time. Sorry, I said series, and then phone went off for a second. It's just like, oh, well, hey, I'm Siri. No, it's not doing it now. Whatever. But yeah, so pretty much, I've got plenty of other things that I could probably do with this series, and this channel. I'm just want to see what you guys think. I want you guys in the comment section to help me out, and to help yourselves out, because I feel like if there's nothing else on this channel besides these vlogs that people are somewhat consistently watching, albeit 10 people a week on average. The last 2 weeks it's been exactly 10 views. So I just want you guys to really think about what you want to see other than this. There's got to be something, right? I guess let's see, I guess talking about me per se, as these vlogs should and will continue to do, there's not really a lot else to talk about besides the fact that I need a job and that I'm going to start school next week. And, next Wednesday is going to be interesting because I have class, of course, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Part of me thinks that I should just, on either Tuesday or Thursday, do these Shaymin vlogs. Or there's a very likely possibility that on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have a lot of time after my class that ends at 2:30. I very well could do it in a different location that might have better lighting. We'll see. But I think that about wraps it up for this week. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit that thumbs up button down below. I want you guys to do that for any show that you are watching, whether it be mine or anyone else's on YouTube. Clicking that thumbs up button shows that you guys liked the video. It's just something that I really, really appreciate from you guys. If you guys can click that thumbs up button and put a comment in the comment section down below, whether it's answering the questions or even not. You don't have to answer the questions if you want to. You could just leave a comment, talk about, whatever the fuck you want to talk about. It's totally fine. But please hit that thumbs up button and comment in the comment section down below. I want you guys to be active. Talk with each other, talk with me, all that stuff. That's how you do it in the comment section down below. So click that thumbs up button. Make sure that you tell your friends about this series and about this channel. I'm sure they will find something that they enjoy on this channel. And if they don't, they could just let me know and I will try to make it that way. So thank you guys for consistently watching these episodes. I really do appreciate it, especially those of you who actually watch it nearly the whole way through. That's something that really, really makes me happy, that you guys will take time out of your day to watch 20 or so minutes about me usually ranting about how my channel is great and needs to be even better. Or something along those lines. So we'll see you next week, and I don't know, it might be Wednesday, it might be Thursday, but it'll definitely be next week at some point, and we'll see you then.